everyone, and a warm welcome to this reading, where I hope that you will be joining me in a deeper dive into the releasing energies of Antarctica, or the ice melting from Antarctica. As we all know, Antarctica has been releasing a lot of ice that has been increasing during recent years. So I was just curious about, well, could there be some kind of messages? What are the energies around this? Of course, it's about climate changes, but could there be something about the planet Nibiru closing into the orbit of Earth in these years as well, changing our, changing the winds and changing the ocean, the movement of the oceans and so on. Nibiru is a planet that comes to visit Earth's orbit every 3,600 years, okay? So it will be around 2060, I think it is, when Nibiru will be in the orbit of planet Earth. So I'm just interested and curious about knowing if there could be something about that in this reading, or what it really is it's all about. My Danish subscribers will know that I did a shorter reading on this topic a while ago, but today we will have a deeper dive into it. So let's begin by pulling some tarot cards. And I have been choosing my blue card decks today to tune into water. Maybe if you have a glass of water next to you, or some kind of crystals or stones to help you get into the vibe of Antarctica. I have brought my ocean jasper over here, deep healing stone, also a reference, well, to me, diving deeper into the ocean. And as I was saying that, a card fell out of the deck. Actually, it's the strength card, okay? So maybe we'll have to do an extra effort to get into these vibes and to tune into what Antarctica is trying to deliver for us, what kind of message or energy. But a deep healing stone, ocean jasper over here, and also with the gray color we are moving into whatever is going on between heaven and earth. It's about metaphysics. And here we have my quantum quantum, I can't remember. I think it is called quantum quattro stone, and it's meant to tune us into, well, what else could there be going on out there? Is there some kind of galactic response to Antarctica, for example? And also many experts have been talking about that there are extraterrestrials living inside of Earth. And again, I have the strength card. It keeps jumping out of the deck. So there could be something going on there as well. That's just I brought it here just to help us tune into space and other galaxies, perhaps, and universes. Let's find out what's showing up. But lastly, over here we have my black obsidian to keep our focus on the truth. That we will have a deep dive today where we will really try to look for more truths in this. So I brought this stone to keep our focus on that as well. And around my neck, in a necklace, I'm carrying a blue aquamarine stone as well, from Egypt. So I hope that that these stones can help us to keep the vibe going. So let's see what's coming out here. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing, donating, sharing and liking. I'm very grateful to get the opportunity to do this and to present different readings for you. So if you're new to the channel, a warm welcome to you. You can also follow me on X. I left the link down below. And so let's see what's going on. Antarctica. What's going on? Okay, we have two cards jumping out here together, so let's read them. as such. Okay, we have Queen of Cups. So this is a very emotional and sensitive energy that's coming out. Perhaps it's about re-blossoming, rebirth. I get the word re a lot, redoing, or re-blossoming seems to be a word that's coming up here. So it's a very sensitive and emotional energy that is coming out. Then of course water is also a reference to our soul, our feelings, emotions and sensitivity. So it's really about that. And Queen of Cups, she knows a thing or two. She is clairsentient. Okay, so she can really predict what's coming. And so I feel that here there's a notch to that whatever it is that we are feeling or sensing right now, we should tune more into that, because this is really where our feelings are flowing. This is clearly a reference to our water, the water in our bodies. Okay, so water can also hold, well, we all know illnesses and everything that's got to do with medicine, vaccination. All of that is are liquids that are flowing within our water. So water holds remembrance and memories. It's like going back in time. So we also have the planets Neptune here and Pluto, and of course the moon. So this is really leaving something in our glasses to blossom. So let's see what the other card has for us. Here we have 8 of Wands. Yeah, something is definitely coming quite fast in, because a reference to the Wands is a reference to the fire element. So we have fire and water going on here. And also I've called this reading Antarctica Meltdown. So there is definitely a meltdown going on, which is of course obvious to everyone, but it is also a meltdown in what we seem to be able to remember at this point. It's like I'm getting the image of a fire burning away everything that is polluting our water. Okay, so that right now we will have a clear remembrance. She's clear sentience, Queen of Cups, but we will receive it as more like getting also clear knowledge, and definitely a deeper cleansing right to the bone. I actually saw that our hair will burn. So we can see here the branches, the naked branches, and up here it's really like everything is blossoming. It's like springtime, and it is like doomsday. So I don't know if it's the sun we have here. That's what I'm getting tuned into. And the temperature is rising, and of course it is due to higher temperatures, and that will actually, I feel that the meltdown right now is rather, a warning without taking it too drastically, but it is actually a warning of that we will see temperature rise, perhaps 8 of Wands, 8 weeks, 8 months. I'm definitely not hearing 8 years. That's too far out in the future. It will have happened by then. So, of course, it can be, 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, but something with 8. And we also know when we are tuning into the number 8, we can keep going. So this is like, and I feel it's, you can call it both an ascension, but also acceleration. I think it's the English word for that, when you're speeding up. So I feel that there's a speeding up here, but there's also ascension in it. So it's both, you can say, what we would call good and bad. Good and bad, and bad and good. But the hope is green. And so something new will come out of this, but it's a major cleansing out of our emotions, of our ability to remember. And I'm not talking about perhaps so much in this lifetime what we seem to remember about this life, but it's more like it's further back than that. I'm reading for the collective here, so it will be like civilizations ago, a few civilizations ago. We'll start to remember what it was like to have a complete burnout, but also what it was like to start all over again. So we can see things in the world that blossoms, and we can see things in the world that are just being overflooded, that's disappearing. But it is meant for us now to start afresh, start all over, and we need to burn out any kind of pollution in our oceans and also in our in the water we hold in our bodies. So it's really a major opportunity to cleanse out and perhaps start to, eat more green stuff that comes directly from nature. So let's see what else is coming out here. Perhaps this is Mother Earth and we're starting all over again. There is kind of a tree growing here, but that tree is being burned right now. The earth is losing her or its vitality, is what I'm hearing here. But it's just so that she can regenerate. We see here that the earth is green, and I take that as a fertile, a symbol of fertility, new beginnings. She's doing this all over again. She's regenerating, redoing it, re-blossoming. Okay, let's pull some cards and see what else is coming out here. Yes, we have Three of Swords coming out. Here we have a reference to the moon, okay? And so the moon is of course also the planet we have closest to Earth. So we are very much influenced by the moon. Some experts think that there are actually a civilization on the moon, but we can't see that side because the moon is not rotating around itself like the Earth does. So we can never see the side of the moon that we would call the shadow side. So we don't know that, but perhaps there is a civilization there, or perhaps multiple civilizations. But this card is definitely talking about also paranormal activity, stuff coming in, being communicated to us from wherever in the galaxy or the universe. So there could be something here that is trying to come into us, to communicate to us. So it's got something to do with the movement of the moon in these years, which of course is not surprisingly either, but there could be perhaps a bigger change in that than we have seen up until now. So it's really about the moon and the sun. We also know in these years that the sun, there are some bigger solar storms going on, and that will affect us, and that is already affecting us, and we will also see an increase in that. Again, back to 8 and 3. So this 3 could be perhaps within 3 weeks or 3 months. Again, not years. I'm not hearing years here. This is moving pretty fast. So Three of Swords is also something that moves us on an intellectual level. This is where we are considering things. We are going on an introspection journey. We are trying to figure out things so much that it can be almost heartbreaking. We are very much up in our head here. And the word consciousness is coming in. So something is going to make us more conscious on how the moon works on the energies of the moon, how we are really affected by the moon. We don't know everything about the moon, even though we have visited moon. We don't know about the moon is what I'm hearing. You don't know anything about the moon. So everything that we've been told, perhaps, we need to dive deeper into that. There are some more truths coming out. And it is also, of course, a full moon here. So more information will come out on that, on how we are being affected by this meltdown in Antarctica on a more conscious level regarding our thinking patterns. And I'm also hearing enlightenment, that we will have some kind of awakening here, but on a mental level. And many people say that it all begins with our awareness, or what we are conscious about, before we can really change anything. So that's what I'm being shown here. But I really like the colors of the cards. They're really very agreeable. So maybe what's coming is not something that will, yes, it will surprise us, but it will not shock us. That's what I hear. It will not shock us, because at that time we will have matured just a little bit more than we are today. So we will understand what is coming out here when it is coming. Because many people are asking more questions about that right now. What's out there? What's on the moon? What with the planets, So let's see if we can have a final card out on this. What's going on here? Yes, oceans will be warmer. That's also what I'm hearing here, of course. We have 7 of Cups. This is a beautiful card telling us that spiritually what's going on. And I don't know what spirituality means to you, but to me it means our soul, our feelings, our intuition, working with perhaps what we can't perhaps not see with the naked eye. I know some people can, but it is working with what is between heaven and earth, and understand that is perhaps the true reality. But this card is always showing up in my readings as 2 worlds becoming one, that we hold the reality within our hearts, that feelings and the earth as we know it right now, it will come together, it will melt together. So this will perhaps melt our hearts. It will loosen us up. 7 of Cups is tuned into our fantasy and our ability to picture something, to imagine something. And that is where the spirituality comes in into the picture for me, because that's all the same. We all know when we're kids that we sometimes are told by our parents that we are, oh, you're just a little bit too creative here, you're just a little bit too imaginative, okay? Your fantasy has gone rogue. But I think actually that's where we start to talk to other worlds, whether they are high vibrational or low vibrational. We don't know what's out there yet. We don't have the bigger picture of that at all. But we will have a sneak peek. That's what I'm hearing here. We will have a sneak peek of what's really going on there, on how to integrate these two, or the spiritual world, into our world. And then perhaps we will begin to lean more and more on spirituality as the only reality there is. Okay, so I hear that we will give up perhaps religions or anything that separates us. Okay, borders, frontiers, politics, money, military, all of that. We will lean more towards spirituality and accept spirituality as the one and only reality, the only reality there is. So emotionally, we will be definitely more affected here of what's going on. Again, water. So we have 2 cups cards here. We have swords and fire. We don't have any earth cards here. We don't have any pentacles. So this is all about our drive, our motivation, our energy, our inner fire, the plasma within us, responding to, or should I say the water responding to that actually within our bodies, where memories, feelings, emotions all can rise up. Something is coming out of this that will make it all blossom again, and we will be tuned in to higher thinking, to looking out there, standing here on earth, looking out, asking, are there someone up here? What's the moon really about? Because it has a great effect on us. It will make us think or rethink. It will affect our thinking patterns, our vibrations in our waters, and it will affect us intellectually. And we will start perhaps to understand that 2 worlds are beginning to come, are becoming one here. And what is reality really about? Let's let's check out the card on the bottom of the deck. Here we have 8 of Pentacles. So here we actually have the earth element represented, okay? So 8 of Pentacles is talking about new information coming in, or more knowledge on something that we already had, what do you call it, a hunch, or there's something that we just had this feeling about. We were sensing that something was coming, and here it is, boom, coming into our reality. And 8 of Pentacles is also talking about new projects. So new projects on the earth could actually be something that the meltdown of Antarctica is trying to show us. A new melody, a new beautiful vibe. With the butterflies here, it's talking about transformation. The entire earth will be transformed by this, of course. But there will be a bigger flow in things on earth. And we will hear a new melody. We will hear a new song on earth. I'm being reminded of a, what's it called, Earth song? Is it with Michael Jackson? That's what's showing up here with me. But 8 of Pentacles, new melody, new tones, new sound, new vibration in the earth, perhaps within the earth, that will vibrate and show up as something new, fruitful, transformative. Okay, so let's pull a geometry card to see what is going to help us to keep our focus on this. And with the black obsidian over here, it's a deep dive. It's very deep. It's something that will reform our thinking on society, on our materialistic lives, on nature, and even on animals, I'm hearing also. So let's see what's coming out here from this card deck. What is coming out here? Yeah. So we have one card out, and we have the green color again, surrender, card number 39. And this card is saying the energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. How beautiful is that? Okay, so let's put that with this card over here. So this is the figure So perhaps that will help us tune in to what's going on. And also I like that the green color is a reference to our heart chakras. So we also have the green color over here and here, here and here. So with the color green, we are being supported now to surrender. I'm hearing to lay down our weapons. So whether this is a cry, deep cry from within, whatever's inside the earth, we'll get to that in a moment. But this is really what is being released here. And I like that this could be like a water crystal. And water also holds remembrance, memories. And many experts have discovered that water responds to sound. So there is a reorganization of that, of sound, vibration, and frequency. So there is something holy in that as well, but the Trinity perhaps. But we are reorganizing the water, the memories, perhaps even prior lifetimes. It's like it's a major cleansing up. And that we will let some of the stuff go that perhaps have not helped us that much in coming to peace with one another. So we are reorganizing our waters, our oceans, lakes, rivers, and so on. And Antarctica is right now assisting us in trying to keep our focus again on where our heart is, back to the green color. And the heart is like do-doom, do-doom, do-doom. It is the original sound of the universe that we actually carries within us. That's very important to remember that. And maybe that is what we are beginning to remember here. Because when we're talking about the heart, we are always referring to it as if it's just about our feelings and our emotions. But it's much more than that. It's the original sound we are directly, physical, biologically connected to through our heart in the body. So sound, vibration, frequency seems to be of enormous importance here. So that will change as well as all of this water will be released from Antarctica. Definitely. Some places will be flooded. Other places we will see will turn up. Places we haven't seen for thousands of years. And they will start to regenerate perhaps. So even though we are becoming a water planet, new landscapes will show up. So it is helping us over here to surrender, to just tune into our hearts, to be able to tune more into the fact and understanding of what is reality and an acceptance of that spirituality and whatever is out there, and all of us living as one is really the only doable reality. And it will come quicker than we know of perhaps, or what we have thought. I remember being a teenager around 1990. I was just beginning high school and they were talking about climate changes for the first time, really, it was going on a lot. And maybe we should have been more tuned into that, but as a normal teenager, I was beginning high school and I was very excited about that, and I was really not worried. But perhaps we should have been a little bit worried, a little bit sooner. But now is the awakening for many of us, and so let's go with that and let's try to change the world into a better place for us all to be, where there is much more love and understanding of each other, understanding of us being here on Earth and other civilizations being out there, where we originate from. So let's pull a mantra or Mandela card, and we have here card number 9, freedom. And also in this card you can see all the planets being surrounding the center here. And also we have the symbol of Sagittarius, we have the wolf twice, we have the horse twice, we have light, and what else? I need to turn the card to see that. We have Jupiter, of course, so this is a reminder of Jupiter and Sagittarius energies, being courageous, taking leadership on things, but also about expanding things, expanding our knowledge, perhaps new information that's expanding as well. And then back to the quantum quattro stone here, actually also when we're talking about Jupiter, it's about taking quantum leaps. It's about diving into new horizons where we would just like to expand our understanding or our knowledge or our spirituality. So let's place that here. It's actually trying to make us feel free. It's trying to free us, because we also know that ice can hold, it can hold a lot of stuff. Something will show up that we have not seen for 1,000 years, and it will make us feel free. It will perhaps confirm us in some stuff that we've been sensing within our waters, within our remembrance. And we are becoming a lot more clairsentient in these years, as we can also see in the world. People are becoming more aware of, well, it is important that we ask ourselves, how do we feel today? What do I feel about this? What do I feel about that? So a bigger acknowledgement to our feelings, our emotions. Are we tuned into that? Are we taking action on that? Which also could be a reference back to the wands. What are we taking action on? And to make things re-blossom, we need to take action on our hearts, on our heartbeats, on the rhythm of our hearts, where we are directly tuned into the universe, to the core of the universe. So let's tune into what kind of cosmic energies are coming in for us. Let's have a deeper dive into that. And this card deck is actually more yellow and green, not so much blue. So let's tune into that. Is there anything cosmic going on with Antarctica here? Is it releasing not only stuff in us, because we are very much affected by what's going on, of course, with climate changes here on Earth, but could there be other extraterrestrials coming in here being affected by this as well? Or are there someone out there who's keeping an eye on us? We have the tall whites coming in here, card number 20. Uncertainty, distrust, and guarded. So let's place that here and see if there are other cards coming out. I'm just going to read you a small paragraph from the book that Lisa Porter wrote in relation to this card deck. It's a beautiful card deck. Let's see, are there other? Okay, we have an additional card here. We have also the pentagram coming out. This is talking about harmony, protection, and idealism, card number 35. Idealism. A reference back to Neptune energies. By, Neptune is talking about surrendering. Neptune is about illusion, or the deepest truth of it all, where we're starting to see things from a completely different perspective. Completely different. Turning everything upside down. Talking about other worlds, other dimensions, leaving our ego, being completely and utterly transformed, as it is showing up in the 12th house, the last house of the Zodiac. So it could be about idealism. That's the word that is really catching my eye here. So let's read a little bit about these on these two cards. And let's see about, let's read on the tall whites first. It is unclear exactly where the tall whites originated from. Some suggest they may be a Pleiadian, Electra or Lyran lineage branch. Tall whites stand 6 to 7 feet tall and are humanoid in appearance. We have 7 over here. Their thin, chalky, pale white skin makes them look almost albino. Their eyes are proportionally double the size of humans and are blue in color when young, before changing to indigo and pinkish with age. They have platinum white hair and are lanky and slender. They can reach the age of up to 900 Earth years and are vegetarians. Like most ETs, they do not age like Earthlings do. And it says also here that they're very family oriented and they often bring young ones with them on short trips. They are not emotionally demonstrative at all. In fact, they can appear totally emotionless. However, they are easily provoked and will swiftly retaliate with no warning. And so we are advised here to never underestimate their abilities and speed if they are startled, and when they are in the presence of humans, always let them know your whereabouts if you value your life. So overall, the tall whites do not trust the human species. So there's someone here, there's a group here keeping an eye on us, and they don't trust us. That's what's coming out here as well. So they are talking about being wary, skeptical also. They're caution. They carry a lot of caution here. And maybe they're putting things on hold. But they're also showing up as very agile and very sensitive here. So they are showing up here to say also that they prefer a dry climate, and it is said some are based on a treaty basis in a mountain on Earth in exchange for giving some gravity and levitation generated technology information, though they will not give light speed travel technology to humans, like never, because we do not know how to handle that at all. But they are coming in here, the tall whites, whether they live here on Earth, whether they are among us, which what I personally believe that they are. But I will leave that up to you to decide yourself whatever your feelings are showing you, or whatever you are sensing. And the pentagram is about the ancient Greeks, Babylonians, Taoists, Freemasons and pagans. They all use the pentagram as a symbolic modality. And it says that today's neo-pagan Wiccans typically use the pentagram star shape inside a protective cycle to represent the 4 elements of life and the ether spirit element, with the most important top-pointed arrow of the star being the spirit, because it esoterically links life and directs all the other elements. And then there's also a reference here to Pythagoras, and it is very much also linked into through ancient Chinese to the ancient Chinese culture. The pentagram is very much linked to explaining Wu Xing. The earth, metal, water, wood and fire transitions are moments or different phases of energy and phenomena. Okay, so this is a change in a cycle. In the cycle of the earth, in the cycle of our galaxy, our solar system, how it is all moving around or moving about. There are new phases that we are coming into now. Therefore, we will also experience new phenomena. Even though right now I'm thinking, what could that possibly be? But we will know. We will know about that. That will come as an awakening of our awareness. Okay, so this is really pointing to also perfection, satisfaction, but definitely also security and safety, and harmony and idealism, as I mentioned before. So we have a possibility here now to change things into being more harmonious, but no change comes without a lot of different feelings, and perhaps a lot of different misunderstandings, a lot of awakenings. So that's what's showing up here. So let's see about the fire card over here with the wands. What's going on here? What is being fired up within us? What's going on with our plasma? The plasmas in the world, the plasma that comes from the sun. How is it affecting us? Sword of light is coming in here. Divine protection, quartz cots, breakthrough energy. Okay, so I'm very much focused here on the sword, 3 of swords behind us here. The sword of light is coming in here. There is definitely the plasma that we're receiving right now through our aura fields is meant to awaken us, is meant to make us understand, to make us wake up and see the truth. I'm also hearing the sword of truth. There is the sword of light. It's coming directly from the core. We say that we come from the sun and that we all come from the central sun. We are all linked in very attuned patterns back to the central sun. And I'll just try to find the, if I can, I will find the card just to show you. Beautiful card of the energies of the central sun. Let's see what, okay, yes, there we have it, the central sun. Beautiful card, okay, where it's about abundance, downloads, regeneration and success. Okay, so this is just to show you that we all originate, they're very similar up here, these 2 cards, that we all come from the same place, and now it is time to get to the core of it all. And we seem to begin to understand that, or we will begin to understand that there will be new knowledge, new information. Something will show up for us in that area, okay? To make us understand, to make us see, to make us accept the core of it all, back to the center of it all, back to the beginning of it. In the beginning there was light, right? So let's see how this will affect our more 3D physical Earth life. Which areas will this affect us? How will it affect us at this time? I'm hearing do not fear. Just roll with it. It's like I'm seeing that we are shedding a lot of skin, or we're taking off 100 jackets. We are wearing hundreds of jackets on our shoulders, or we're just wearing them, and that's what we are now trying to shed off. We are leaving one jacket on the ground at the time. Okay, so the first card to come out is card number 11, sudden wealth. So maybe some of us will win the lottery. Maybe you will win the lottery. I don't know, 777. We will definitely see sudden wealth out of this. Okay, let's put that up over here. Sudden wealth. And then we have another card, 34. That was actually coming out as the 3rd card. So I'll place it over there. And the second card out is family room, card number 21. Go with the numbers if you feel that they resonate with where you are right now in your life. Maybe there are different answers to different areas of life right now. So go with that as well. But sudden wealth seems to come in. Picture perfect is what I'm hearing actually. It's a picture perfect. Sudden wealth, but maybe not wealth as we used to know it. Okay? Sudden wealth. And that can certainly change quite rapidly here. And then the family room coming together perhaps. Here the family room is empty, but there is a lot of light here in the fireplace. The lights are on. The coffee or the teapot is out here. Maybe we are expecting someone here to come in. So there will be a change of that as well. 1 plus 2 is 3, and we had 3 of swords just before. So 3, 3. Maybe it's about expansion, or it's about accumulating all our resources right now that we must come together. That's what I'm hearing here. Maybe that's also a reference to the Sword of Light. Some of that will be lit up, that we're one big family and we're in the same room, we are on the same planet, okay? The curtains are off, we can see the light come in here. And then the last card over here, 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7, 7 means that right now we are connecting our understanding of things with a higher awareness. To see it all in a bigger picture, that we see our personal life in a bigger picture. So this is talking about occupation. So a lot of light here also in this card. What do we occupy ourselves with? Where do we have our focus? And that we need to work right now to integrate these two worlds that I was talking about with 7 of Cups. We need to integrate, to work with our hearts, the rhythm of our hearts. As I'm doing this reading, we are in Aquarius season, which is about the heart also, the heartbeat, and how we make things go around in our bodies. How do we feed our energy? How do we feed our light? How do we make sure that we keep our drive and our motivation going? So we should really occupy ourselves a lot more with our heartbeat, and tune into the original, you can say heartbeat of the universe is what I'm hearing here, okay? So let's see, final card here. What is the bigger question that Antarctica holds for us in these quite deep transformational years that we are facing right now, and where it will be, we will experience it as more and more extremes showing up, okay? First of all, we have the sun. I like this blossoming theme that seems to be going on with Antarctica. Like, actually here, it's like a snowflake, isn't it? But the sun is out. Again, a reference back to the water and the crystal and all of that changing. Surrender to the sun. Surrender to the sun is what I'm hearing here. Surrender to the sun. Beautiful. You will see everything grow again. As you tune into the original heartbeat of the universe, you will definitely see light in your skies again. Because we have a lot of rain also, as Antarctica is melting. We have a lot more water going on in our atmosphere, and that is falling down as rain or snow. And that means that sometimes we have longer periods of time where we cannot see the sun. We will not see the sun. But remember that it's all returning. The pentagram, it's all now to direct us into harmony, direct us back, redirecting us back, reorganizing everything. That's why this is going on. So let's see if there's another additional question here from Antarctica. Meltdown. What is the bigger question also for us? Okay, I have 2 cards out here. Let's have a look at the first one. We have the color pink here, first of all. We have the stink bug. And this is saying flip. How does the situation look or feel from a different view? Exactly as I was mentioning with Neptune energy going on here with surrender. It is about beginning to look at things differently from a completely different angle, upside down. Flip the card. Flip the card. Flip the world. Flip your understanding of things. Flip your awareness. Flip your feelings. Could there be other answers going on in relation to our existence and the beginning of it all? Could there be a different explanation? We need to flip things right now to get to the bottom of it all, to be able to integrate the spiritual world. The last card out is saying double. I love this bird mallard. What would help me feel safe in opening up? We have the new moon there, and then we also have the symbol of air and a symbol of water. So again, back to water, air and water. And in astrology, this is pointing to our understanding, our mentality, and also awareness, thinking patterns, communication skills, and stuff like that. And then the water symbol over here, in the astrology, it's a symbol of, it is a reference to our soul, feelings, memories, intuition, going back in time. And these two together in the astrology is pointing to how our mind is affecting our feelings and the other way around. And here we have a new moon, new beginnings, dabble a little bit. I love that word, dabble. Also the color pink here, also another reference back to our heart chakra. Try to dabble a wobble a bit. Just go with the flow. Try to dabble along. We also have the sun, of course, here, back here. A lot of light will things will come into the open, okay? And how would we like to assist ourselves and each other to keep each other safe while we are beginning to open up to a new understanding, surrender, to a new understanding over here. So a lot is going on with our water in these years. As it is melting, as the snow is melting, the ice is melting. A lot of stuff is coming up here, and it is a clear sign to us to begin to open up, to begin to surrender, to let go, to release. And it actually seems quite logical right now that what we see in the world quite tangibly is actually what's going on within us, within our structure, within our feelings, within our drive, our motivation, within our communication, the way we communicate, the way we think, all of it. So if we learn how to see that, if we learn to see that back to 8 of Pentacles, we will see, or we will tune in, be able to tune in to a whole new vibe, okay? A new vibration in our waters, and will make way for a whole new future. Back to Aquarius also, a new future that is filled with freedom, and where we can take quantum leaps. So I feel that also the white tiles are coming in to show us that we will be different. We will change our looks. Not that we're going to look like them, perhaps, but we will change our looks. Our structure will change. Our feelings will change. Our minds will change. All of it will simply just flip, okay? And while that transformation is going on, it's really important that we see or try to focus on new beginnings. Where could there be new beginnings for us? in how our feelings and our minds are working together. How can we keep ourselves safe? And through that, how can we keep each other safe? Back to the family room over here. Okay? So that was what I had for you on in this reading on the Antarctic and the complete meltdown that is in its beginning right now, but it is increasing, it's moving faster, and it will move even faster than what we see right now. But it will also bring a lot of positive change, a lot of constructive change with it. But we must remember that we cannot change things before we start to change ourselves, okay? So take great care of yourselves out there. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in and having spent some minutes here with me. I'm very grateful. So I hope I'll see you again next time. Take care and bye for now.